Max, you recently had a couple wins with some clients that I wanted you to kind of talk about, share with everybody on the team and other people watching this. Kind of some of the things you did briefly, real quick, to get your clients' offers won in this market that's hot, but we're still getting things done that some people don't think is possible. Go for it.
Right. There's just different ways that we go about it, approaches. The first step is just to write a good offer, something that the sellers are actually going to look at and discuss. Got to sell my client over to the listing agent so the listing agent can sell my client over to the sellers. Just telling the listing agent how much the client loves the home, how excited they are to get it. Just like we'll do everything possible to get this home, like just being that trustworthy, reliable, tell them that we're understanding, reasonable, reliable to work with. Just being confident.
Talk about your two situations.
Yeah, for this one, my buyers absolutely loved it. So while we were at the home, I just gave the listing agent a call, tell them like brag about the house, like how wonderful it is, like how the sellers did a great job of it, and that we're going to be writing an offer, asking if they have any other offers on the table, what we need to do to get this house because my buyer has to have it. And then if they get any additional offers, just let me know. And just telling the listing agent that information.
And in your specific situation, it was what, a VA offer, correct?
I did both FHA and a VA that got one.
FHA and a VA. And you're saying there were other offers that were more, and tell, everyone what you told me about how they wanted to work with you. And they said that. What happened there?
Yeah, it's really about just selling my clients, making them look really good to the sellers. So one of the situations, they got an offer that was way over ours, but the sellers, the listing agent called me and they're like, "Hey, my sellers want to work with your buyers. We want to make this work. Would you be able to do this?" And it was still lower than the other highest offer, but it was a little bit more than my buyers originally offered. But we ended up taking that counter because the sellers want to work with the buyers. Same thing with the other situation, the FHA situation. Listing agent called me saying, "Hey, my sellers want to work with your buyers. Would you be able to match the purchase price of this highest offer?" And we're like, "Yeah, we can."
Why is it you think that they ended up telling you they'd rather work with you than the other one? What did you do? What did you influence to make that happen?
Just asking questions about the seller situation, building some rapport with the listing agent. How can we make this offer stand out more? What do your sellers need besides like what's most important besides like the money? That'd be like if they want more earnest money, or like if we're really flexible on the closing date. So like the FHA one, the sellers need an extra week to get all their stuff out of the house. And the VA one, they're like, "Hey, we can close pretty quick. So let's just keep the closing date as is on the 30-day closing date. But if we can close sooner, we're going to close sooner. We're going to do everything we can to close as soon as possible."
You were accommodating and collaborative, and you were easy to work with, but also you were engaged and showed them that like you're going to be a good, quality, reliable, realtor and buyer. And that is more important than price in this market. And even in this competitive market, we're still winning deals with strategies, tactics, ideas like that you came up with, from some of our concepts that we've been teaching on Sell or Be Sold and everything else we've been masterminding on. So badass job on that. Good job. Appreciate you sharing with that. I'm going to jump off here before everything ends and falls apart. Ryan, go ahead and record or stop the recording.